What's up, guys? Me, Chris Mendoza, or Hamza Mohammed. Um, and I just want to make a little follow up video to my last video talking about, quitting social media. At the time of me recording this, to be honest, I'm not really sure what I'll title this video. It'd be kind of lazy to just title it like part two of like whatever the last video title was. But I just want to elaborate on the topic just because, I feel like this is a very important issue that should be addressed, not just like for me personally, but just like for any guy like my age or around my age, whatever. And basically, just to cut to the chase, I feel like even if it's not social media, like if you're watching this and you got goals and dreams and aspirations, and like what is holding you back, it's your duty as a man to address what's holding you back and to actually do something about it. So before you can actually take action and taking the necessary steps to achieve your aspirations, your dreams, whatever it may be, you first gotta take a very bold action, and like in the sense of like address, okay, this thing is holding me back. It could be whatever, you know what I mean, like social media, fucking bad friends or women or whatever the case, you know what I mean? Like any vices. Um, and I just want you guys to keep in mind to like, you don't have to be perfect by any means. The goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to, try to get some type of consistency going. And once you see that you're starting to build momentum, we like to call this progressive overload, where you know when you start taking those baby steps and those baby steps actually start adding up, you notice that you're actually starting to make progress. The stuff that you think wasn't making you any progress whatsoever, it's actually been accumulating over time, because you got to realize that whether or not you take action, the time is going to pass anyway. You know what I mean? So instead of just, laying in bed all day thinking something's going to save you, or, just not doing anything with yourself, basically you're going to realize one day that no one's going to come to save you, right? And when that day comes, you got to start taking action, because the time is going to pass regardless. And you could either like you can either let the time be like, okay, you're just in bed, you're just sitting around all day, you're not doing anything with yourself, you don't have any responsibilities, you're just wasting your life away, you're wasting your energy, just not doing anything. That's one way to pass your time. Or you can, you know get to work. You can show up for yourself, if not for anyone, for yourself. And once you start doing things for yourself, and I'm talking about things that are actually going to help you get stronger, get smarter, get yourself closer to your dreams, where you want to be in life, that's when I feel like, you've already won in a sense. You know what I mean? And that's how winning works. I think winning works is how winning works is how winning works is by first chasing small wins. Like if you say you're gonna wake up at a certain time, wake up at that time. If you think if you should eat this thing that's gonna help you with your diet, eat it. You know what I mean? Or if you just gonna stay away from whatever it is. If you're Muslim, stay away from the haram. Um, do those things. You know what I mean? Like those are wins. Those are things that you should consider victory in your mind. And if you don't, it's just like you look at it the other way. It's like, you don't wake up at that time. You go back to the haram stuff. You just like, you know what I mean? Like you backtrack, you relapse in a sense. And those are little defeats, little losses. But those are little losses. But if you stick with the wins, however small they may seem, you start to develop a winning mindset, and you start to develop confidence in yourself. This is how confidence is developed, right? And just how it relates to me, like, I'll be honest with you guys, like, I've been really, like, inconsistent. I've been really lazy. I'll be the first one to admit. I've been really just taking things easy. Since the sparring with Hassan, I've been taking things a little too easy, I would say. But when I'm definitely locked in, I'm jogging 3 miles, push-ups, 100 push-ups, you know, training every night, you know what I mean? Getting the fucking reps in, getting the rounds in, you know? And that's what I'm focused on this week. I'm focused on just doing that this week, you know? And it may not seem like much, you know what I mean? In the sense of like, it may not seem like I'm winning like a world champion or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But these actions are gonna get me closer to such aspirations, you know what I'm saying? So the goal is not to be perfect, the goal is to be consistent, you know? And once you are consistent, you will become a winner. You will gain confidence. You will get somewhere if you just stick with the fucking program. So I just wanted to make this quick little video for you guys. Nothing too crazy, just, you know, just to show you guys that, you know, I'm trying my best to stay active. I really like, bro, like like inshallah, I want to make a video like every week. Nothing's changed for me in the sense of like, you know, I'm still that young kid who, you know, has these dreams that are bigger than him, you know what I mean? Like that's how I still see myself, you know. And I'm only 21, bro, you know what I'm saying? But um I really just want to, you know, yes, I still want to fight. Yes, I still want to show up for myself. Yes, I still believe in myself, you know. I still have the confidence in myself, you know. I just have to do the fucking work and then I will be able to say that, yeah, I did that shit, you know. And that's how you watching this, I'm talking to you, the viewer, that's how you should think and that's how you should see yourself as well, that yes, I will win and yes, I will be victorious in the end. So once again, if you want to, you know, if you want to level up, if you want to become the best version of yourself, please subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Let's get it.